Allow me to introduce you to Goten, son of God, brother of the youngest superhero, and also the most talented Super Saiyan in the Dragon Ball series.
I was the youngest Super Saiyan ever. You might need more time.
However, he seems to be missing in Dragon Ball Super, especially in the latest arcs. Now, what I mean by missing, I don't necessarily mean he simply does not have screen time, because let's face it, unless your name is Goku or Vegeta, then your screen time is pretty limited. But what bothers me about Goten is that while everyone is being upset about Gohan getting the shaft and not having enough screen time, in Goten's case, it's a lot worse. Because at least Gohan has character development. Whether that development is something you like about Gohan or not, doesn't really matter. Besides, Gohan is already established as someone who is pretty strong and was even acknowledged by Vegeta to have the highest potential out of everyone. So him choosing family over fighting, while questionable, I still see it some sort of character development, and I like that Gohan is striving to be his own character and not simply be a clone of his own father. And speaking of a Goku clone, in Goten's case, it's different than Gohan, because while his potential is no less in my opinion, even though a lot of people including myself believe that Goten achieving Super Saiyan makes no sense, but was most likely possible because of his Super Saiyan genetics, thus Goten was likely conceived at the time of the Cell games when Goku was training to be in his SSJ form 24/7. So you know Chi-Chi got some of that Super Saiyan action. And that action transformed itself into Goten, who's in my opinion has no less potential than anyone else in the series in terms of character. Guys, this little 7-year-old right here is light years stronger than his own father at his age, and even stronger than his own brother for that matter. If Goten was in Namek with Gohan and Krillin, he would solo absolutely everyone on that planet, including Frieza. Well, maybe, since we don't know the extent of Goten's power, but trust me, if Goten met Guru and unlocked his potential, Goten would body Frieza, no question. Yeah, remember that super badass entrance scene where Goku arrives at Namek and was ready to throw hands? Yeah, that scene would change to Goku's shocked expression of seeing everyone completely destroyed. Now, I'm not making this video in the intent to explain how powerful Goten is, but rather I want to say that despite his overwhelming talent as a fighter, he has no character progression. Let's put this in perspective. The Buu Saga ends in age 774, and the Battle Gods arc starts at age 778. That's 4 years, and surely Goten has to look different as an 11-year-old. No, he does not at all. He still looks like a mini Goku with no clear character progression or motivation. In fact, I feel his presence confuses a lot of people who are not too similar with the series. Now, what a lot of people will say, well, Goku was 12 years old when he was first introduced, and was still relatively the same size as Goten. Well, you're absolutely right, but that's not my problem with Goten. In anime in general, age and one's appearance don't go hand to hand, but what does is character development. Basically, characters usually grow up as the series progresses, to indicate change, and also to identify that these characters have a change in personality and attitude. Goten not changing in size only bothers me because it's an indication that Goten does not progress in terms of attitude in Dragon Ball Super. And not even Chi-Chi gives a crap about him like she did with Gohan. In fact, Chi-Chi is the reason why Goten looks like Goku. She practically raised him to be Goku, because after losing her husband in the Cell games, the only thing he left her behind was the child she was carrying. So in order to fill the void of Goku's death, she actually gave Goten his father's hairstyle and even trained him to fight, something that not even Gohan would imagine his mother doing. But see, this is why it makes less sense that Goten still looks like Goku after a 4-year time skip. It's clear that the writers did not bother with Goten's characterization. Now, as much pain this will give me, I have to be honest and say this, guys, so don't hate me. Dragon Ball GT does a better job with Goten. No, wait, hold on. Before you crucify me and rage at me, I'm not saying that Goten is a good character in Dragon Ball GT because that's an opinion. Some like Goten and others don't. However, I like him because he has his own distinguishable personality. He's his own character with his own interests, which really humanizes him in my opinion. Plus, I really like the fact that he cares about going out with girls and being a normal teenager like everyone else rather than being strictly a fighter. And listen, I absolutely find the moments where Goten is shown on screen in Dragon Ball Super are endearing because I love his relationship with his dad, which was kind of non-existent in Dragon Ball Z. And I love the fact that he understands his own father and even tells Chi-Chi that she should let Goku train because he knows how much fighting means to his own father. but I still want to see Goten developing into his own character. I'm not saying that I want him to be like how he was in GT, but I want him to be relevant in his own way, and not only relevant to become Gotenks, because while I would like to see an adult Gotenks, I'd like to first see how Goten progresses as a character. But what do you guys think? Do you think Goku or Whis should train him? And most importantly, do you care to see more Goten in Dragon Ball Super? Tell me in the comment section below. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.